Hey everyone, hello. So, today we're diving into one of the most mysterious structures in the human body, a tiny rice-sized gland buried deep in the center of your brain. It has been called the third eye, the seat of the soul, the gateway to higher consciousness, and scientifically, it is known as the pineal gland. But what is it really? Is it a mystical portal? Is it just a hormone regulator? And what does decalcifying the pineal gland actually mean? Well, let's unpack the myth, the biology, and the spiritual interpretations without losing our critical thinking. The pineal gland is a small endocrine gland located between the two hemispheres of the brain, tucked in a groove where the two halves join. Its primary scientific function is, to produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles, circadian rhythm, and seasonal biological rhythms. Melatonin is released in response to darkness. When the light decreases, melatonin increases, and you get sleepy. And this is why screen exposure at night disrupts your sleep cycle. Long before modern neuroscience, ancient cultures gave the pineal gland mystical importance. In ancient Egypt, the symbol of the Eye of Horus is often compared to the brain's inner anatomy. In Hindu tradition, the Ajna, or third eye chakra, is associated with intuition and higher perception. In Western philosophy, René Descartes famously called the pineal gland the principal seat of the soul, believing it was the point where the mind and body interacted. Even modern esoteric traditions, especially those influenced by Aleister Crowley, link the pineal gland to spiritual awakening and expanded consciousness. But here's where we need to use discernment. Symbolism does not automatically equal biology. Here's where the conversation gets controversial. As people age, the pineal gland commonly accumulates calcium deposits. This is known medically as pineal calcification. Studies show that calcification increases with age. It is common and often considered a normal biological process. It may correlate with reduced melatonin production in some cases. But the leap from calcification exists to it blocks spiritual awakening is where science and spirituality diverge. There is currently no scientific evidence proving that calcification blocks intuition, psychic ability, or enlightenment. However, the pineal gland function is clearly tied to sleep, and sleep strongly affects mood, cognition, and perception. So, while the mystical claims are unproven, supporting healthy sleep cycles absolutely matters. In alternative health communities, decalcifying the pineal gland has become a major theme. The typical recommendations would include number 1, reduce fluoride exposure. Some argue fluoride contributes to pineal calcification. Suggestions often include using fluoride-free toothpaste and also installing water filters. However, while fluoride can accumulate in calcified tissues, strong evidence proving it causes harmful pineal dysfunction in normal exposure levels is limited. But still, reducing unnecessary chemical exposure is a personal choice many people make. And number 2 is dietary adjustments. Supporters recommend eliminating processed foods, avoiding synthetic calcium, additives like calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate, as well as eating organic fruits and vegetables, and increasing antioxidant intake like berries and leafy greens. Antioxidants support overall brain health by reducing oxidative stress, which is beneficial for the entire nervous system, not just the pineal gland. Number 3 is supplements. Commonly recommended are things like iodine, vitamin K2, and magnesium. Now, it is important to note, always consult with a medical professional before supplementing, because oversupplementation, especially iodine, can disrupt thyroid function. Magnesium, however, is widely known to support sleep quality and nervous system regulation. Number 4 would be light regulation. This is where science and spiritual practices strongly overlap. The pineal gland responds directly to light. So, healthy habits include 15 to 20 minutes of natural sunlight daily, sleeping in total darkness, avoiding blue light before bed, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Darkness stimulates melatonin. Artificial light suppresses it. Modern life, screens, city lights, late night scrolling disrupts this rhythm constantly. If you want to activate your pineal gland in a grounded biological way, first fix your sleep. And number 5, stress reduction. Chronic stress disrupts the endocrine system. Practices that support nervous system balance might help, like yoga, meditation, breath work, and time in nature. When cortisol stays high, melatonin production can suffer. So, whether or not you believe in third eye activation, stress reduction improves clarity, mood, and perception. One of the most persistent claims is that the pineal gland produces DMT, the powerful psychedelic compound. This idea was popularized in modern culture, partly through the work of Rick Strassman, who was the author of DMT, the spirit molecule. Research shows trace amounts of DMT do exist in the human body, but there is no conclusive evidence that the pineal gland releases large psychedelic doses during meditation, dreaming, or death. It's an intriguing hypothesis, but not scientifically confirmed. So here's the grounded perspective. When people sleep better, eat cleaner, reduce stress, spend time in sunlight, and meditate regularly, they often report clearer thinking, more vivid dreams, increased intuition, and heightened emotional awareness. Is that mystical awakening, or is that what happens when the nervous system is regulated and inflammation decreases? The answer is, well, possibly both. So, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the science and symbolism of the pineal gland, share this video with someone who's curious about the intersection of spirituality and neuroscience. Until next time, stay aware, stay balanced, and keep questioning.